Hey, Dr. Anica here, and welcome to a new episode of What You Readin'? Today, we'll be reviewing the book, The Color of Law, A Forgotten History of How Our Government Segregated America by Richard Rothstein. This book broke my heart. Okay, that sounds dramatic, but it's true. It broke my heart. Richard exposes the wanton disregard that the American government has historically shown to its black and brown constituents, from decimating thriving neighborhoods to build highways to preventing opportunities for home ownership by qualified applicants just by disqualifying them based on their race. It's so egregious that it's almost fictional, except it's all true. As always, I've got 3 points that I want to share with you. Point number 1, state-sanctioned racism. The government, on all levels, played an instrumental role in helping to protect and uphold racism. Sometimes we can be lulled into thinking that racism just kind of developed and thrived on its own. Instead, it was nurtured and stoked and protected and made legal in so many spaces, from local counties all the way up to the federal government. Point number 2, there's law and then there's enforcement. We all understand this concept well. There's the teacher who gives assignments for homework but never really checks it, or the parent who says that you're grounded but acts nothing when you leave the house to go hang out with your friends. Not everything that's stated is enforced, and the same is true for our legal and justice systems. Just because a law says that people should be treated equitably doesn't mean that they actually will be treated equitably, unless there's some kind of enforcement, and better still, some oversight to ensure that that enforcement is being done appropriately. This book does such a good job in helping us to understand that good legislation is good, but ultimately meaningless without proper enforcement. Point number 3, alive and well. The lasting impact of these legal and governmental atrocities continue to exist today. Those highways that were built continue to run. Those neighborhoods that were left in disrepair continue to be just that way today. And generational wealth that should have been continues to be gone. So much of the loss and the harm that resulted from these detrimental and egregious acts continue to exist today, and so little continues to be done to reverse or at least make up for them. So there you have it, my 3 takeaways from this book. I have to admit, it was really hard to read because it's sobering and it's disheartening and it's just a lot of things all at once. But it's for those reasons I think you should read it. We can't afford to look away from the ugliness of racism. We have to stare it square in the face and demand that racism back down. So grab a stress ball and a weighted blanket, if you will, but pick up this book and read it. I really do think we'll all be better for it. Until next time, bye.